Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Raja Prabhu, Mani Mataji, Sanatnam, Sadhu, Shishma, Prabhu, please start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanati Gnanasya Gnanati Vishvate 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 Tasmai Shri Gurave Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Putare Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityananda Se Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vachana Vishesha Madi Paschata Vishitavya Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangam langayate girim yat krupātamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinotārinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishram Om apavitra pavitro va sarva sangato piva yasmare pundare kaksham sabhakya abhyantaram suchi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Suryo Diviva Chakshuratatam Sadviprasa Vipanyo Jagraham Samindate Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. All glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Sri Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Chandra. And all glories to the devotees of Lord Gauranga. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. 5 features manifested. Who has manifested himself in 5 features? Who is he? Supreme Lord Krishna himself. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhakta Rupa, Krishna himself. Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Balarama, expansions of a devotee, Bhakta Surupakam. Advaita Acharya, Harihara, Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, Bhakta Avataram. And Narada Muni, in pure devotee of Supreme Lord, is Srivas Thakur. Devotional energy, Hladini Shakti, Bhakta Shaktikam, Gadadhar Pandit, Srimati Radharani and Srimati Lalita Saki. Purport last lines. This confirms the Vedic Sutra Parashi Shaktir Vividhaiva Shruyate. All these Bhakta subjects taken together constitute Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself. Namo Mahapadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurat Vishaya Namaha. O most munificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself, appearing as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani, and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you. CC Madhya 19 chapter 53rd verse. That's where we are reading, right? 19 chapter. So this one. Please sing anyone. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Lord begins his tour of South India almost like a mad lion. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went his tour filled with ecstatic love and performing Sankirtana, chanting Krishna's name as follows: CC Madhya 7.95. Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Sarakshama. Krishna, 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 Paimam. That is the O Lord Krishna. Please protect me and maintain me. He also chanted Rama, Raghava, Rama, Raghava, Rama, Raghava, Rakshamam. Krishna, Keshav, Krishna, Keshav, Krishna, Keshava, Paimam. That is, O Lord Rama, descendant of King Raghu, please protect me. O Krishna, O Keshava, the killer of the Keshi demon, please maintain me. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. So we'll start again. CC Madhya, 19th chapter. Teachings to Rupa Goswami from Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vani Mata is in hearing mode for some time. Lavanya, go ahead.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 19th chapter, 186 verse. Translation and shloka. हास्योद्भुतास्तथा वीरा करुणो रुद्रा इति अपि भयानका सा बीभत्सा इति गुणाश्च सप्तदा. Translation. Beside the 5 direct mellows, there are 7 indirect mellows known as laughter, wonder, chivalry, compassion, anger, disaster, and fear. Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This verse is found in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.5.116.
Next, continue.
हास्याद्भुता वीरा करुणा रौद्र बीभत्सभया पंचविध भक्ते गुणा सप्तरसहाया. Translation. In addition to the 5 direct mellows, there are 7 indirect mellows known as laughter, wonder, chivalry, compassion, anger, disaster, and fear. Purport. Shanta Bhakti Rasa is described as follows in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 3.1.4 and 5, 6.
No, 1 second. 187, right? What is in there in the Vedabase?
On in text. 187 correct kada?
But similarly, you can read again. Read.
Okay, purport చదవాలా? Purport కొంచెం different ఉంది ఇక్కడ. In addition to the 5 direct mellows, there are 7 indirect mellows known as laughter, wonder, chivalry, compassion, anger, disaster, and fear.
అంతేనా? మరి ఇక్కడ చదవండి. It's okay. Note.
Yeah, purport. Shanta Bhakti Rasa is described as follows in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 3.1. Different ఉంది.
అది వదిలేయి. Screen లో just go ahead and read the screen.
Okay. वक्षमानैर्विभावद्यै पुष्टिं हासारतिर्गता हास्य भक्तिरसो नाम भूतैर्येषा निगद्यते. When through devotional service a laughing attachment to a Krishna is developed, it is called Hasya Bhakti Rasa by learned scholars. Similarly, Adbhuta Rasa is described in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 4.2.1. आत्मोचितैर्विभावद्यै स्वादत्यं भक्ति चेतसि सा विस्मयारतिर्नीता भूतभक्तिरसो भवेत्. When one's general attachment is fixed in wonder, it is called Adbhuta Bhakti Rasa. Veera Bhakti Rasa is described as follows in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 4.3.1. Savotsaharatirsthai vibhavadhyay nijochita aniyamana swadhyatvam veerabhakti raso bhave yuddhadana daya dharmai chaturda veera uchyate. When attachment to Krishna mixes with the bellicose tendency, the charitable tendency, or the merciful tendency in the heart of a devotee, Such devotion is called Veera Bhakti Rasa. Karuna Bhakti Rasa is described as follows in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 4.4.1. आत्मोचितैर्विभावज्यै नीतपुष्टं सतां हृदि भावशोकारतिर्भक्ति रसो हि karunabida. When one's devotional attitude and attachment for Krishna is mixed with lamentation, it is called Karuna Bhakti Rasa. You want me to continue? Or
Finish. Nobody there.
Similarly, Raudra Bhakti Rasa is described in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 4.5.1. Nita Krodharati Pushtim Vibhavajay Nijochita Hridi Bhakti Janasya Raudra Bhakti Raso Bhavet. When devotion is mixed with anger in the heart of a devotee, the taste is called Raudra Bhakti Rasa. Bhayanaka Bhakti Rasa is described. Bhayanaka Bhakti Rasa is described as follows in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 4.6.1. Vakshamanairvibhavajyai pushtim bhayaratirgata bhayanaka bido bhakti rasodirair udiryate. When devotion is mixed with fear, it is called Bhayanaka Bhakti Rasa. Bibhatsa Rasa is described in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu as follows 4.7.1. Pushtim nija vibhavajyai jugupsaratir agata asau bhakti rasodirai bibhassakya itiryate. When one's attachment for Krishna develops in an abominable way and the devotee enjoys it, it is called Bibhassa Bhakti Rasa. In conclusion, when a pure devotee is situated in any of the five principal mellows, that is Shantarasa, Dasyarasa, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya, and that mellow is mixed with one or more of the seven indirect bhakti rasas, that is Hasya, Adbhuta, Veera, Karuna, Raudra, Bhayanaka, or Bibhasa. The indirect mellows become prominent. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Next, Rashmi Mataji, 188. Continue, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat.
Pancharasa Sthai. Prabhuji, this one is Sanskrit one, no?
Bengali.
What is the tune, Prabhuji?
Pancharasa Sthai Vyapi.
Acha, okay. Pancharasa Sthai Vyapi Rahe Bhakta Mane Sapta Guna Agantuka Paiye Karane. Translation given by Srila Prabhupada. The five direct transcendental mellows of devotional service are permanently situated in the heart of the devotee, whereas the seven indirect emotions appear suddenly under certain conditions and appear more powerful. Santa Bhakta Nava Yogendra Sanakadi Aradasya Bhava Bhakta Sarvatra Sevaka Apara. Translation. Prabhuji, translation I am not able to see. Hare Krishna.
The second mother.
Mataji, your voice is breaking, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji's voice is not.
Got it. Mata, even the power cut. Okay? You
Okay.
think again? Con-
Santa Bhakta Nava Yogendra Sanakadi Ara Dasa Bhavya Bhakta Sarvatra Sevaka Apara. Translation. Examples of Sant Bhaktas are the 9 Yogendras and the 4 Kumaras. Examples of devotees in Dasya Bhakti are innumerable, for such devotee exists everywhere.
Yeah. Purport.
Yes, ma'am. Purport. The 9 Yogendras are Kavi, Havi, Antarikshas, Prabuddha, Pipalyan, Pipalyana, Avir, Hotra, Dravida, Drumila, Chamasa, Chamsa, and Karabhajana. The 4 Kumaras are Sanak Sanatan, Sanat Kumar, and Sanatana. The servant devotee in Gokula are Raktaka, Chitraka, and Patraka, and so on. In Dwaraka, there are servants like Daruka, and in the Lord's pastimes in the material world, there are servants like human.
Hanuman.
Hanuman, sorry, Hanuman.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Next.
Prabhu.
Now this. Raju Prabhu, want to read?
Okay. Hare Krishna. Dandavataram.
Yeah.
CC Madhya 19.190. Sakhya Bhakta Shridhamadi Pure Bhimarjana Vachalya Bhakta Mata Pita Yata Guru Jana. Translation. In Vrindavana, examples of devotee in fraternity are Sridhama and Sudama. In Dwaraka, the Lord's friends are Bhima and Arjuna. In Vrindavana, the devotee is parental love or Mother Yashoda, Father Nanda Maharaja. In Dwaraka, Lord's parents are Vasudeva and Devaki. There are also other superior persons who are devotees in parental love. Madhura Rase Bhakta Mukhya Vraje Gopi Gana Mahishi Gana Lakshmi Gana Ashankya Ganana Sankhya Ganana. Translation. The chief devotees in conjugal love are the gopis in Vrindavana, the queens in Dwaraka, and the goddess of fortune in Vaikuntha. These devotees are innumerable. Can I continue, Prabhuji? Okay.
Ten, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, okay. Slow now, Prabhuji. Continue system. I don't know.
Acha, internet.
Yeah. Punha Krishna Ratihaya Duhita Prakara Aishwarya Gnana Mishra Kevala Veda Ara. Translation. Attachment for Krishna's divided into 2 categories. One is attachment with awe and reverence, and other is pure attachment without reverence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Slow on the internet.
Yeah. Lalit Mohan Prabhu,
Yes, Prabhuji.
continue.
गोकुले केवल रति ऐश्वर्य ज्ञानहीन पूरी भये वैकुंठाद्ये ऐश्वर्य प्रवीण. Translation. Yeah. Pure attachment without reverence is found in Gokula Vrindavana. Attachment in which awe and reverence are prominent is found in two cities, Mathura and Dwaraka, and in Vaikuntha. చదవనా ప్రభు ఇది కూడా?
Yeah.
ऐश्वर्य ज्ञान प्राधान्ये संकुचित प्रीति देखिय न माने ऐश्वर्य केवलार रीति. Translation. When opulence is very prominent, love of Godhead is somewhat crippled. According to Kevala devotion, however, even though the devotee sees the unlimited potency of Krishna, he considers himself equal to him.
Good. Good.
तांता दास्य रसे ऐश्वर्य कहानुद्दीपा वात्सल्य सख्य माधुर्यता करे संकोचन. On the transcendental platform of neutrality and service, sometimes the opulence of Lord is prominent, but in the transcendental mellows of fraternal, parental, and conjugal love, the opulence is minimized.
Very good.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Let me do it. 196. Vasudeva Devakira Krishna Charana Vandila Aishwarya Jnane Dunhara Mane Bhaya Haila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Krishna offered prayers at the lotus feet of his mother and father, Vasudeva and Devaki, they both felt awe and reverence and fear due to knowledge of his opulences. Text 197. Devaki Vasudevascha Vijnaya Jagadishwarau Krita Samvadanau Putrau Shashvajatena Sankitau. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Devaki and Vasudeva understood that their two sons, Krishna and Balarama, who had paid obeisances to them, were the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they became fearful and did not embrace them. Purport. This verse quoted from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.44.51 describes what happened just after the killing of Kamsa by Krishna and Balarama. Vasudeva and Devaki saw their son kill the powerful demon Kamsa, and after this, they were immediately released from their shackles. Balarama and Krishna then offered respects to Devaki and Vasudeva. Both the father and the mother wanted to embrace their sons, but they understood that Krishna and Balarama were the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they therefore hesitated to embrace them. Their parental love for Krishna and Balarama was therefore hampered and decreased by reverence. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Lavanya, continue. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. The Mataji joined. Some Mataji.
Continue.
Vani Mataji also didn't read, right?
No. Vadi Madali put the message. She is in a hearing mode for some time. When she ready, she will put. It's okay. Do it.
Next 198. Krishnera Vishwarupa Deki Arjunera Hailabaya Sakya Bhave Darta Kshamapaya Kariya Vinaya. Translation. When Krishna manifested his universal form, Arjuna became reverent and fearful, and he begged forgiveness for his past impudence towards Krishna as a friend. सकेति मत्वा प्रशभं यदुक्तं हे कृष्ण हे यादवा हे सखेति अजानता महिमानं तवेदं मया प्रमादात् प्रणयेन वापि यच्छाहस्ते सार्तम् असकृतोऽसि विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु एको तवापि अच्युतत् समक्षं तक्षामये त्वाम् अहम् अप्रमेयम्. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thinking of you as my friend, I have rashly addressed you, O Krishna, O Yadava, O my friend, not knowing your glories. Please forgive me whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times. Jesting, we as relaxed, lay on the same bed, or sat or ate together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. O infallible one, please excuse me for all those offenses. Purport. This is quotation from the Bhagavad Gita 11.41 and 42. In this verse, Arjuna is addressing Krishna, who is exhibiting his universal form on the battlefield of Kurukshetra.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Deepa Mother, please continue.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat pranam.
No.
कृष्ण यदि रुक्मिणी रे कैला परिहासा कृष्ण छाड़ी बेना जानी रुक्मिणी राहैला त्रासा. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Although Krishna was joking with Queen Rukmini, she was thinking that he was going to give up her company and she was therefore shocked.
Well, Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam verse.
तस्यासु दुःखभयशोकविनष्टबुद्धेर्हस्ताश्लतद्वलयतो व्यजनं पपात देहश्च विक्लवधिया सहसैव मुह्यन् रम्भेव वातविहता प्रविकीर्य केशान्. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. While Krishna was joking with Rukmini in Dwaraka, she was full of distress, fear, and lamentation. She had also lost her intelligence. She dropped her hand bangles and the fan she was using to fan the Lord. Her hair became disarrayed, and she fell suddenly, appearing like a banana tree knocked down by high winds. Purport. The verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.60.24 refers to Krishna speaking to Rukmini in his bedroom. Just to test her sincerity, he began to joke with her, presenting himself as poor, incapable, and unfit to be her lover. Not understanding that he was joking, Rukmini took him seriously and thought that he wanted to leave her company. This misunderstanding made her very unhappy and her whole body was affected. Her fan and bangles fell to the floor and she also fell down like a banana tree knocked down by high winds. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. 203, Rashmi Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
केवल शुद्ध प्रेम ऐश्वर्य न जाने ऐश्वर्य देखियो निजा संबंध से माने. Translation and purport given by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. In the stage of Kevala unalloyed devotion, a devotee does not consider the unlimited opulence of Krishna even though he experiences it. He takes seriously only his own relationship with Krishna. Purport. When a devotee reaches the stage of pure unalloyed devotion, especially in friendship with Krishna, he forgets the Lord's opulence, although he sees them and he considers himself equal to Krishna. There is no question of actually comparing oneself to Krishna, but because the devotee is so advanced in Krishna consciousness, he is able to behave with Krishna as he would with an ordinary man.
Thank you, Mataji. Last one. Raj Prabhu, are you able to do? Or Lalit Prabhu? Can anybody join? Let me see.
You're going
Hakim.
to school, probably.
Okay. Hakinjam Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Please do.
Rayaj, ఏది ప్రభు
Bhagavatam verse. Bhagavatam.
ఇది చైతన్య చరితామృత కదా ప్రభు?
కాదు భాగవతం. ఇది భాగవతం వర్స్.
ఓ దాంట్లో వచ్చింది. ఓకే.
ఇన్ చైతన్య చరితామృతలో రిఫరెన్స్ కొన్ని వర్సెస్ recited from Bhagavatam also.
त्रयचोपनिषद्भिश्च संख्यायोगस्य च सत्वतै उपगीयमाना महात्मायां हरिं समान्यतत्मजम् हरिं समाजत. When Mother Yashoda saw all the universes within the Krishna's mouth, she was astonished for the time being. The Lord is worshipped like Indra and other demigods by the followers of the three Vedas, who offer him sacrifices. He is worshipped as impersonal Brahman by a saintly person who understands his greatness through studying the Upanishads, as the Purusha by the great philosophers who analytically study the universe, as all-pervading supersoul by the great yogis, and as the supreme personality of Godhead by devotees. Nevertheless, Mother Yashoda considered the Lord her own son. Purport. This verse is quoted from the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.8.45. Those who are spiritually advanced forget Krishna's opulence by the mercy of Yogamaya. For instance, Mother Yashoda considered Krishna an ordinary child.
Yeah, due to Yogamaya, mercy of Yogamaya, personal relationship, and they forget about the supreme personality of God. That the feelings will gone. Awe and reverence. Krishna wanted like that. I mean, thank you, Prabhu. 205. Let me see.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
205. Somebody is doing, Prabhu?
Someone doing, yeah. I'm asking. Let me see. Sandhya Mataji, I'm seeing. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dangat Pranam.
Yeah, please do that. Next is Sirisha Mataji there. Two Rajus there.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, I am on the page.
Yeah, change is anyway. Yeah, next after Sandhya Mataji you can do. Okay, great.
Yes, Prabhuji. Tam matvatmajam avyaktam madhyalingam adokshajam gopikolu damna babhanda prakritam yatha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Although Krishna is beyond sense perception and is unmanifest to human beings, he takes up the guise of a human being with a material body. Thus, Mother Yashoda thought him to be her son, and she bound Lord Krishna with rope to a wooden mortar as if he were an ordinary child. Purport. This verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.9.14 is in reference to Lord Krishna's exhibiting himself like an ordinary child before Mother Yashoda. He was playing like a naughty boy, stealing butter and breaking butter pots. Mother Yashoda became disturbed and wanted to bind the Lord to a mortar used for pounding spices. In other words, she considered the Supreme Personality of Godhead an ordinary child.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
206. Yeah, go ahead, Sirisha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Uvaha Krishna Bhagavan Shridamanam Parajitaha Vrishabham Bhadrasenastu Pralambo Rohini Sutam. Translation. When Krishna was defeated by Sridama, he had to carry him on his shoulders. Similarly, Bhadrasena carried Vrishabha and Pralamba carried Balarama, the son of Rohini. Perfect. This verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.18.24. When all the cowherd boys were playing in the forest of Vrindavana, the demon Pralambasura appeared in order to kidnap Krishna and Balarama. The Asura appeared distinguished in the form of a cowherd boy, but Krishna could understand his trick. Krishna therefore divided all the coward boys into two parties. One party belonged to Balarama and the other party belonged to Krishna himself. Ultimately, Krishna was defeated in this play, and according to the Wagger, the defeated party had to carry the victorious party on their shoulders. Krishna had to carry Sridama on his shoulders, and Bhadrasena had to carry Rishabha. The demon Pralambasura had to carry Balarama, and when Balarama mounted his shoulders, the demon ran far away. Finally, the demon began to expand his body to a gigantic size. And Balarama understood that he intended to kill him. Balarama immediately struck the demon's head with his strong fist, and the demon fell down dead as if he were a snake whose head had been smashed.
Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay. Risk. Okay. What's there? 13 I'm seeing. Chandramali Prabhu I'm seeing. Tapan Prabhu hearing. Okay. Chandramali Prabhu, Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Great. These verses from, I think, Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Recite.
साचमने तदात्मानं वरिष्ठां सर्वयोषितां यत्वा गोपीकामयाना मामाशु भजते प्रिया ततो गत्वा वनोद्देशां दृप्ता केशवम् अब्रवत् नापारेऽहं चलितुं नयमां यत्र ते मना एवम् उक्तप्रियं स्कन्दम् आरुह्यातम् इति ततश्चान्तर्ददे कृष्णा सवधु अन्वतप्यता. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear most Krishna, you are worshipping me and giving me up the company of all the other gopis who wanted to enjoy themselves with you, thinking like this. Srimati Radharani considered herself Krishna's most beloved gopi. She had become proud and had left her Rasalila with Krishna. In the deep forest, she said, "My dear Krishna, I cannot walk anymore. You can take me wherever you like." When Srimati Radharani petitioned Krishna in this way, Krishna said, "Just get up on my shoulders." As soon as Srimati Radharani began to do so, he disappeared. Srimati Radharani then began to grieve over her request and Krishna's disappearance. There are these three verses are quoted from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.30, 10th canto 30th sloka to 36, 30th chapter 36 to 38 slokas.
Haribol, thank you. Text 210, two devotees, let me ask one more time. Pani Mataji, are you still in hearing mode? Sapan Prabhu?
Prabhuji, I can read, Prabhuji.
What about Sapan Prabhu? Haribol?
Prabhuji, health బాగాలేదు కొంచెం ఫీవర్ అవుతుంది.
Yeah, take care, bro. Nice. Okay, anyway, take care. Go ahead, Vani Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Pati sutvanya prite bandhavan ati vilgan te ante achita gata gati vidastavo gati gita mohita kitava yoshita kaste jain nishi. Translation. Dear Krishna, we gopis have neglected the order of our husbands, sons, family, brothers, and friends and have left their company to come to you. You know everything about our desires. You have come only because we are attracted by the supreme music of your flute. But you are a great cheater. So who else would give up the company of young girls like us in the dead of the night. Purport. This verse, quoted from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.31.16, describes how the gopis went to the forest for Krishna's enjoyment in the dead of the night. The gopis approached Krishna to enjoy themselves with him in the rasa dance. Krishna knew this very well, but he was superficially trying to avoid them. He was therefore addressed by the gopis as Hitava, a great cheater, because he first attracted them to come dance with him, and yet when they actually came, neglecting the orders of their friends and relatives, he tried to avoid them by giving them so-called good instructions. These cunning instructions were too much for the gopis to tolerate. They therefore had to address Krishna as Hitava, a great cheater. They were all young girls and they had come to him to be enjoyed. How could he avoid them? The gopis therefore expressed their great disappointment in this verse. They came voluntarily, but Krishna was so cunning that he wanted to avoid their company. The gopis' lamentation was certainly very appropriate, and in this way, Krishna tested their sincerity.
Hari. This is from Gopi Gita, 10th Canto, 31st chapter. And during this Kartik Damodar Mas, we recite every day. Everybody is doing. I'm not conducting this year because we want to do it with our family. We internalize something. So this is a chapter. Thus also we read during the Kartik Damodar, along with Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter, Gajendra Mokshan prayers, 8th Canto, 3rd chapter, and now this one, Gopi Gita 10th Canto, 31st chapter. These prayers are strengthen our devotional service by exemplary activities of Gajendra and by exemplary topmost devotees of Gopis. That's why we recite in this month of Kartik Damodar Mas. So please do so if not, every day. 211 Lakshar Prabhuji, let me ask. Lalit Mohan Prabhu, please do.
Prabhu, is this first round happening or second round నాది అవ్వలేదు?
అయిపోయింది. మీరు లేట్ జాయిన్ అయ్యారు. ఆల్రెడీ ఫస్ట్ రౌండ్ అయిపోయింది మాతాజీ. సరేనా?
అదే అప్పుడు నేను చదివాను మళ్ళీ
యా అదే
నేను చదవలేదు. వాణి మాతాజీ తర్వాత నేను చదువుతున్నాను కదా.
You want to read, do it.
No, I'm just asking. If it's my turn, I will read. Otherwise, it's okay.
యాక్చువల్గా 8-5కే స్టార్ట్ చేసిన మాతాజీ. ఫస్ట్ రౌండ్ ఉన్నోళ్ళతో అయిపోయింది. 6 చేరారు. అప్పుడు 7 అనుకున్నా.
మీరు ఓకే అంటే ఇప్పుడు చదువుతాను ప్రభుజీ.
యా డూ ఇట్.
శాంతరసి స్వరూప బుద్ధి కృష్ణైకా నిష్ఠత.
ఇదే
శాంతరసి స్వరూప బుద్ధి కృష్ణైకా నిష్ఠత శమో మన నిష్ఠత బుద్ధి ఇతి శ్రీముఖ గాథ. When one is fully attached to Krishna's lotus feet, one attains the Shamata stage. The word Shamata is derived from the word Shama. Therefore, Shantarasa, the position of neutrality, means being fully attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. This is the verdict from the mouth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. This state is called self-realization. The corresponding verse from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 3.1.47 follows.
Thank you, Mataji. Lalit Mohan Prabhu. 212. Is there?
Yes, Prabhu. Shamo mannikratha buddhi iti Shri Bhagavad Vachaha tannishta durghata buddhi yitam shantaratim vina. Translation. These are the words of Supreme Personality of Godhead. When one's intelligence is fully attached to my lotus feet, but one does not render practical service, one has attained the stage called Shantarati or Shama. Without Shantarati, attachment to Krishna is very difficult to achieve.
Reborn.
I'll read, Prabhu.
Acha. Do it.
Samuman nistata buddhi dhama indriya samyama titiksha dukkha sammarso jivo pasta jayo dritaha. Translation. The word sama or shantarasa indicates that one is attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. Dhamma means controlling the senses and not being deviated from the Lord's service. Endurance of unhappiness is titiksha, and driti means controlling the tongue and the genitals. Purport. This verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam 11.19.36. The conditioned soul under the clutches of Maya, the material energy, is very much agitated by the urges of tongue and genitals. Control of the urges of the tongue, the belly, and the genital, which are situated in the straight line, is called driti. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura says, Tara Madhya Jivahati Lobomai Sudurmati. Among these senses, the tongue is the most formidable enemy of the conditioned soul. Urged by the tongue, one commits many sinful activities. Although Krishna has given human beings nice food, people still commit sins by killing poor animals for the satisfaction of the tongue. Not being able to control the tongue, the conditioned soul eats more than he needs. Of course, everyone must eat the body fit for the Lord's service. But when one cannot control the senses, he falls victim to the dictations of the tongue and the belly. Naturally, genital agitation follows and one seeks the illicit sex. However, if one is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna, he can control the tongue. Bhaktivinoda Thakura further states, Krishna Bhara Dayamaya, Kari Bhare Jiva Jaya, Swaprasade Anna Dila Bai. In order to conquer the tongue, Krishna has been very merciful and has given us food, nice food that has been offered to him. When a person attached to Krishna's lotus feet, he does not eat anything not offered to Krishna. Say Annamurta Kavo, Radha Krishna Gunagavo, Premedaka Chaitanya Nitai. Since a devotee eats only prasadam, he conquers the dictations of the tongue, belly, and genitals. One can control the dictates of the senses when situated in the position of the Shantarasa. Then one's advancement in Krishna consciousness assured. Thank you, Prabhu.
Very good. Prasadam prayers. Srila Prabhupada pointed out the Prasadam prayers in this particular verse. Basically, this is the thing. Shantarasa indicates that one is attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. Dhamma means controlling the senses and not being deviated from the Lord's service. Endurance of unhappiness is titiksha, and dhriti means controlling the tongue and the genitals. Prasadam. Prasadam, that's where right consciousness, if we take more also is a problem. Huh? Prabhupada writes, if we take more, only needs, whatever we need to fit the body to serve Krishna. More prasadam మంచి టేస్ట్ ఉందని గట్టిగా తిన్నాం అనుకోండి ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. It forces basically straight line లో ఉంటాయి కదా ఈ సెన్సెస్, దట్స్ వేర్ ద థింగ్ in the straight lines. But when one cannot control the senses, it falls victim to the dictations of the tongue and belly. Naturally, genital agitation follows. One seeks sex, however, one is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna, he can control the tongue. Instructive. And that's where, Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Prasadam prayer, Srila Prabhupada pointed out here. Eat moderately we need to. There is a principle, Ayurvedic principle, we all know. What is that principle? చెప్పండి ఎన్నిసార్లు వినుంటారు. Since few years you are in the process of Bhakti Yoga. How to eat Krishna Prasadam. Ayurvedam చెప్తుంది. ఏం చెప్తారు చెప్పండి. We will stop here.
Yogi, Rogi.
మాతాజీ
నాకు తెలిసిందైతే ఒకటి ప్రభుజీ, భోగి మార్నింగ్, భోగి యోగి రోగి లాగా, అంటే లైక్
భోగి యోగి
మూడు సార్లు తినేవాడు భోగి, 2 సార్లు తినేవాడు యోగి, రోగి, ఒకసారి తినేవాడు యోగి.
ఏకభుక్త యోగి, ద్విభుక్త యోగి, ఏకభుక్త యోగి, ద్విభుక్త భోగి, త్రైభుక్త రోగి.
Once is yogi, twice is bhogi, and thrice is rogi.
4 times తింటే భక్త.
4 times అంటే ఇంకా hopeless case.
4 times తింటే డివోటీ.
No, not joke, Prabhu, no joking. Prasadam moderately we need to eat. I think Ayurvedic principle that is there. Rogi, bhogi, rogi, and what is it?
యోగి భోగి రోగి.
యోగి భోగి రోగి. బాగా తింటే ప్రాబ్లం అది. స్ట్రేట్ లైన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. అందుకే మోడరేట్లీ తినాలని చెప్తారు. ఇది ఆయుర్వేదం. 50% ఫుడ్ తెలుసా? అదంతా చెప్పండి. అది చెప్పిన పాయింట్.
25% వాటర్, 25% ఎయిర్.
అది మనం we have to follow. If not, we have to follow. Okay, otherwise problem. Of course, Prashad anyway always tastes, but we need to control. Yeah. Of course, we need to eat 50% nicely. We need to take 25% water and 25% to divide by air needed 25% to digest this food. Too much eating also problem. Okay, we'll continue with the Bhakti Vaibhava slokas today. 2 more verses, and tomorrow onwards, next 2 days, all the 11 verses we'll practice. I'm sharing here. Lalit Mohan Prabhu, please jump in. 2, 5, 8, 18, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 10, 17, 5, 12, 12, and then 5, 18, 12. Yashasti Bhaktir Bhagavatya Kinchana. So now 2 more verses. This is a description of the island of Jambudvipa. 5th canto, 19th chapter. 2 more verses there. Then you can practice all the 11 tomorrow. Prabhuji, go ahead. Ribol Undana?
Yes, Prabhu, I am there.
Go ahead.
How should I do directly? I should jump into the sloka or?
No, word by word చేద్దాము first.
సరే.
Then we can add something.
మేము ఒకసారి చెప్తాము, చూడండి.
చెప్పండి.
కర్తాస్య సర్గ విసర్గది. ఓకే. ఇది ఎవరు చెప్తారు ప్రభుజీ? ఇక్కడ 2-3 ఉంటాయి యాక్చువల్లీ. డిస్క్రిప్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఐలాండ్ జంబూద్వీప అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఏమో ద ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ విల్ బి అబౌట్ Lord Rama, and then the Bharatavarsha, about Bharatavarsha, means the tract of India. So the tract of land known as India is glorified in the next half of this chapter. So this is 12th verse, huh? 12th verse అంటే
24. So ఒకసారి చాప్టర్ మనం చూద్దాం. ఒక నిమిషం మీరు షేర్ చేస్తాను.
యాక్చువల్లీ నారదముని ప్రేసింగ్ తో మనం ఇంకా descriptions of islands of Jambudvipa.
ఏం ప్రభు?
Descriptions of islands of Jambudvipa in chapter.
Yeah, descriptions of the island of Jambudvipa. Prabhupada given
two. It is the chapter. Then in the first half, in the first half of it,
Devarshi Narada.
No. The Lord Rama's Kimpurusha, like there is known as a Kimpurshas, who will glorify the Kimpurusha Varsha. They will glorify Lord Rama. They are all Lord Rama's bhaktas. Okay, then the Narada Muni is, will listen to Sarvari Manu. Will give some instructions to Sarvari Manu. So over somewhere there, now this shloka will come. Okay, Narada Muni says that how detached this Lord, Supreme Lord, and how he sees everything, even being detached. Okay. These are the transcendental qualities of Lord. That's what he says. That is the context which we are reading right now. Okay. The glories of the Supreme Lord. Even though he might look like a human, but he is always detached to all which that is material. That is the context, Prabhu. Okay, then the Bharatavarsha's glories will be started. Shall we go ahead, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. Gayati Chetam. Kartasya sargadishu yo na badhyate. Kartasya. Karta means the doer. Okay? The Supreme Personality is the doer. Sarga adishu. Sarga means Sarga Visarga. Sarga means what? The first topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Karta means creation. Okay? Am I audible, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Continue. Please continue.
Yeah, Kartasya. He is the doer and he is Sarga and Adishu. So he is the creator, maintainer and destructor also. Okay. Yo na badhyate. Na badhyate means is important. Na? Badhyate means not attached. Na badhyate means not attached. Badhyate means badhya means attaching. Okay. Even though he is the Kartasya means he is the doer and he is the creator, maintainer and destructor. He is not attached to it. Okay. Na hanyate deha gatopi daihikai. Hanyate, hanyamane sharira. You would have come across this in Bhagavad Gita. Hanyata means feeding padatam. How do you say that in English? What is the perfect word for that?
Victimized.
Means you are always being troubled. Okay. You are always being troubled by that thing. Na hanyate means he is not troubled. He is not troubled by what? Deha gatopi daihikai. Okay. Daihikai is important here. Huh? Daihika means the deha has tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. All these things they have, na? The body has, na? Deha gatopi daihika. Even though you're in the form of the human, you are not being troubled by this kama, krodha, modha, labha, lobha. All these 6 things are there, na? So you will not be affected by these 6 things. Okay? Drashtur nadrugyasya gunair vidhusyate. Drik means Drik means seeing the things. Okay? Even though you see everything, you will not be affected by the modes which you see. So, vidhushyate means important. Huh? Vidhushyate means pollution. Nadrigyasher gunair vidhushyate. Gunair means 3 gunas. You will see all the gunas, you will oversee all these things, but you will not be affected by these things. You will not be polluted by these things. Tasmai, to that person, Namo Shakta, Namo, let me offer my prayers. Shakta Vivikta Sakshine, you know. Ashakta means unattached, okay. And Vivikta means he doesn't have any affection. And he witnesses everything. Sakshine, he witnesses everything. To that personality, let me offer my respectful obeisances. Narada Muni will remember Lord Supreme Personality of Godhead in this way, and then he will start the glories of the Bharata Varsha. Okay?
Yeah.
Prabhu, now if you wanted to go with the synonyms and meanings, you can go. Then I will start the recitation.
I will go with synonyms and translation. By Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gayati, he sings. Cha, and idam, this. Karta, the executor. Asya, of this cosmic manifestation. Sargadishu, of the creation, maintenance and destruction. Yaha, one who, na badhyate, is not attached as the creator, master or proprietor. Not. Anyate is victimized. Deha gata api, although appearing as a human being. Daihikaihi, by bodily tribulations such as hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Thus to who? Of him who is the seer of everything. Not. Drik, the power of vision. Yasya, of whom gunaihi, by the material qualities. Vidushyate, is polluted. Tasmai, unto him. Namaha, my respectful obeisances. Asakta, unto the Supreme Person who is unattached. Vivikta, without affection. Sakshine, the witness of everything. Narada, the most powerful saintly sage, also worships Naranarayana by chanting the following mantra. The Supreme Personality of God is the master of creation, maintenance and annihilation of this visible cosmic manifestation. Yet he is completely free from false prestige. Although to the foolish he appears to have accepted a material body like us. He is unaffected by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Although he is a witness who sees everything, his senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto that unattached, pure witness of the world, the Supreme Soul, the personality of Godhead. One more devotee also do it.
Should I do
Chant.
it, Guruji?
Go ahead.
Gayati, he sings Cha and Idam, his Karta, the executor, Asya, of the cosmic manifestation, Sarga Adishu, of the creation, maintenance, and destruction. Yaha, Ya, one who, Na Badhyate, is not attached as a creator, master, or proprietor. Na, not. Hanyate, is victimized. Dehagata, api, although appearing as human being. Daihikai, by bodily tribulations such as hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Drishta, of him who is the sphere of everything.
Drashtu.
Drishtu.
Drashtu.
Drashtu. Okay. What is it, Prabhuji? Drashtu.
Drashtu.
Okay. Of him who is the seer of everything. Na, not. Trik, the power of vision. Yasya, of whom. Punai, by the material qualities. Vidushyate, is polluted. Tasmai, unto him. Namaha, my respectful obeisances. Ashakta, unto the Supreme Person who is unattached. Vivikta, without affection. Sakshine, the witness of everything. Narada, the most powerful saintly sage, also worships Naranarayan by chanting the following mantras. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this visible cosmic manifestation. కొంచెం scroll చేయరా? I'm not able to. Yeah, నేను చేస్తా.
Slide అయిపోతుంది. Okay.
Yeah.
Full screen share.
Yeah, okay. Of manifestation. Yet he is completely free from false prestige. Although to the foolish he appears to have accepted a material body like us, he is unaffected by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Although he is the witness who sees everything, his senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that unattached, pure witness of the world, the Supreme Soul, the Personality of Godhead. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. One question to all of the devotees. Okay. When Krishna comes to this material world, which form he comes?
Krishna's form is always transcendental, Prabhuji.
Yeah, always transcendental means?
Sachidananda Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Sachidananda. That means he's not polluted by
He's not attached to any modes of the material nature. In whichever situation he is in, he's transcendental to everything.
His senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Even if he comes in the material world, he comes as a spiritual body. Looks like human being like that, but complete spiritual. Right? How can we understand another thing? Krishna, there in the battlefield, he was 125-year-old, 125-year plus old, as per Shastra says, But he looks always
young.
Always young. Navayavanam. So we have to understand. Very good. Continue, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Should I go ahead, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Please repeat after me. I'll go one stretch, all the 4 lines together. Okay. कर्तास्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकै द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यस्य गुणैर्विभूष्यते तस्मै नमो शक्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे
कर्तास्य
सर्गासु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकीः द्रष्टुर्नत्रज्ञस्य गुणैर्विशुध्यते मयि नमो शाक्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे
कर्तास्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकै द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो शक्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे
कर्ता
कर्तास्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते नाहन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकैः द्रष्टोर्न द्रव्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते
तस्मै
तस्मै नमो
शक्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे।
शाक्तविवेकसाक्षिणे
कर्तास्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकैः द्रष्टुर्न द्रव्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो शक्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे
कर्तास्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते नाहन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकैः द्रष्टुर्न द्रव्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो शाक्तविवेकसाक्षिणे साक्षिणे
Yeah, should we go to the next sloka also, Prabhu? So, Netra Vaikunta Katha Sudhapaga Nasad. What is the interest of a devotee? Okay. So, where will devotee like to be? Okay. That is the theme of this shloka. Devotee always likes to be where? Vaikunta Katha Sudhapaga means wherever there is a descriptions or there is a discussions of Vaikunta. Vaikunta means Lord Shri, Lord Shri Vishnu. Wherever his discussions happen, only there the devotee likes to be. Okay. Nasadhavo Bhagavat Tadashrayah Nayatra Yagnesha Maka Mahotsava Suresha Loko Vinavai Sasevyatam. Where will he not stay? He will not stay. Na sadhavo bhagavatas tadashrayah. Wherever there is no sadhu, bhagavatas tadashrayah. Wherever there is no people who has taken the आश्रय of भागवत and साधुस, जहां पे वो नहीं है वो नहीं रहता इधर. ठीक है भक्त. न यत्र यज्ञेश मखा महोत्सवः. Where he don't stay, where there is no Makha Mahotsava. Yajnesha Makha Mahotsava. Yajnesha means there is no Yajna Purusha, or where there is no Makha Mahotsava means the Sankirtan Yajna. Okay. Suresha Lokopi Navai Sasevyatam. Suresha Loko means even though that place might be what? Brahmaloka. Still a devotee doesn't prefer to stay there. If these things are not there, what are those things? Vaikunta Katha Sudhapaga, Sadhavo Bhagavata Sadashrayah, Yatra Yagnesha Makha Mahotsava. Okay? Wherever these things are not there, that is not a place of interest for a devotee. This is what this shloka means. Means a devotee always wants to stay where there is a Vaikunta Katha Sudhapaga, Sadhavo Bhagavata Sadashrayah, Yajna Makha Mahotsava. Wherever these places are there, even though if it is hellish planets, devotee wants to go and stay there. But if you give us in a Brahmaloka where these things are not there, or the holy city, or anywhere, devotee is not interested to stay there. So this is what this shloka means. Okay. Now you can go with the meanings and synonyms, Prabhuji. Correct.
Do it. Anybody likes to do it.
Can I do it, Prabhuji?
Yeah, do it, Mother.
Na, not. Yatra, where, Vaikuntha, Katha, Sudha, Apagaham. The nectarian river of discussions about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is called Vaikuntha, or one who drives away all anxiety. Na, nor. Sadhava, devotees. Bhagavata, always engaged in the service of the Lord. Tat Ashraya, who are sheltered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Na, nor. Yatra, where Yagna Isha Makaha, the performance of devotional service to the Lord of Sacrifices, Maha Utsavaham, which are actual festivals. Suresh Loka, a place inhibited by the denizens of heaven. Api, although, na, not, why, certainly, saha, that, sevyatam, be frequented. An intelligent person does not take interest in a place even in the topmost planetary system if the pure Ganges of topics concerning the Supreme Lord's activities does not flow there, if there are not devotees engaged in the service on the bank of such a river of pity, or if there are no festivals of Sankirtana Yagna to satisfy the Lord, especially since Sankirtana Yagna is recommended in this age. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. One more devotee, please do.
I will read, Prabhuji. Na, not, Yatra, where, Vaikunta Katha Sudha Apaga, the nectarian rivers of discussions about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is called Vaikunta, or one who drives away all anxiety. Na, nor, Sadhava, devotees, Bhagavata, always engaged in the service of the Lord, Tatasrayaha, who are sheltered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Na, nor, Yatra, where, Yajna Isha Maka, the performance of devotional service to the Lord sacrifices, to the Lord of sacrifices, Mahautsava, which are actual festivals, Suresha Loka, a place inhabited by the denizens of heaven, Api, although, na, not, why, certainly, sa, that, Sevyatam, be frequented. An intelligent person does not take interest in a place, even in the topmost planetary system. If the pure Ganges of the topics concerning the Supreme Lord's activities does not flow there, if there are not devotees engaged in service of the banks of such a river of pity, or if there are no festivals of Sankirtana Yajna to satisfy the Lord, especially since Sankirtana Yajna is recommended in this case. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. So the river of piety, Prabhu, that is, piety means chala, the name. Piety means pious. Yeah, very punya. Yes, where you get a punya. Okay. Even in the rivers of Ganges, actually, even on the river banks, they will not go, because there they get punya. It's not bhakti, na? So devotees don't go there. Okay. Hare Krishna. So I'll just go one shot, all the 4 lines together 3 times. Please repeat after me. Na yatra vaikunta katha sudhapaga, na sadhavo bhagavata sadashrayah, na yatra yajnesha makha mahotsava, suresha loko pinavai sasevyatam. Go ahead.
Yatra
नयत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापदा साधवो भागवता सदाश्रया नयत्र यज्ञेशमहोत्सवाः सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वैशसेव्यताम्.
न यत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापगा, न साधवो भागवता सदाश्रयाः, न यत्र यज्ञेशमखामहोत्सव, सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै सेव्यताम्.
नयत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापदा
साधवो भागवता सदाश्रया
न यत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुतापगा, न साधवो भागवता सदाश्रया, न यत्र यज्ञेशमखामहोत्सवा, सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै स सेव्यताम्
नयत्र
नयत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापगा
न साधवो
साधवो
न साधवो भागवतः
अन्यत्र लोकोऽपि न वै सत्यताम्.
Yeah, the rest of you can take the lead now, Prabhu. Thank you so much for giving me the song.
And devotees.
गायति चेदं कर्तास्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकै द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो सक्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे. Narada, the most powerful saintly sage, also worships Naranarayana by chanting the following mantra. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this visible cosmic manifestation, yet he is completely free from false prestige. Although to the foolish he appears to have accepted a material body like us, he is unaffected by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Although he is the witness who sees everything, his senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that unattached, pure witness of the world, the Supreme Soul, the Personality of Godhead. न यत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापगा न साधवो भागवतास्तदाश्रया न यत्र यज्ञेशमखा महोत्सवा सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै स सेव्यताम्. An intelligent person does not take interest in a place, even in the topmost planetary system, if the pure Ganges of topics concerning the Supreme Lord's activities does not flow there. If there are not devotees engaged in service on the banks of such a river of piety, or if there are no festivals of Sankirtana Yajna to satisfy the Lord, especially since Sankirtana Yajna is recommended in this age. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Why, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Gayatri Chedam.
Gayatri, Gayati. Pardon.
Gayati Chedam. Kartasya Sad. Oh, I'll just repeat, Prabhuji. Kartasya Sargadishu yo na bhadyate na hanyate dehagatopi daihikai drashturna yasya gunairvidushyate tasmai namo shakta vivikta sakshine. Narada, the most powerful saintly sage who worships Narnarayan by chanting the following mantra. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this visible cosmic manifestation. Yet he is completely free from false prestige. Although to the foolish he appears to have accepted a material body like us, he is unaffected by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Although he is the witness who sees everything, his senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that unattached, pure witness of the world, the Supreme Soul, the Personality of Godhead. Na yatra vaikunta katha sudhapaga. Prabhuji?
Continue.
Na yatra vaikunta katha sudhapaga. Na sadhavo bhagavatas tadashriya na yatra yajneshamakha mahotsava suresha lokopi na vai sasevyatam. An intelligent person does not take interest in a place, even in the topmost planetary system, if the pure Ganges of topics concerning the Supreme Lord's activities does not flow there, if there are not devotees engaged in service on the banks of such a river of piety, if there is no festivals of Sankirti Yajna to satisfy the Lord, especially since a Sankirti Yajna is recommended in this age.
Thank you. Yeah, let me recite. Fifth canto, the status quo, the creative emphasis. The creative emphasis, canto 5. 19th chapter, a description of the island of Jambudvipa. Text 12 and text 24. Gayati Chedam. कर्तास्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकैः द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो शक्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे. Narada, the most powerful sage also worshipped Naranarayana by chanting the following mantra. The Supreme Personality of God is the master of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this visible cosmic manifestation. Yet, he is completely free from false prestige. Although the foolish, he appears to have accepted a material body like us. He is unaffected by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Although he is a witness who sees everything, his senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that unattached, pure witness of the world, the Supreme Soul, the Personality of Godhead. Text 24. न यत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापगा न साधवो भागवतस्तदाश्रयः न यत्र यज्ञेशमखामहोत्सवा सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै स सेव्यताम्. An intelligent person does not take interest in a place, even in the topmost planetary system. Number one. If the pure Ganges of topics concerning the Supreme Lord's activities does not flow daily, if there are not devotees engaged in service on the banks of such a river of piety, or if there are no festivals of Sankirtan Yajna to satisfy the Lord, especially since Sankirtan Yajna is recommended in this age. Hari Bol. So all the devotees, please do sloka recitation. Wait.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, I will do it once. Gayati Chedam. Kartasya sargadisu yo na badyate na hanyate deha gatopi dehikai drashturna drugyasya gunair vidishyate tasmai namo satya vivikta shakshine. न यत्र वैकुण्ठकदा सुधापगा न साधवो भागवतास्तदाश्रयः न यत्र यज्ञेशमुखा महोत्सवा सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै स सेव्यताम्.
Nice, very good.
गायति चेदम् कर्तस्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकैः द्रष्टुर्न द्रव्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो शाक्तविवेक्तसाक्षिणे. नायत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापगा न साधवो भागवतास्तदाश्रयः नायत्र यज्ञेशमखामहोत्सवा सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै स सेव्यताम्. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Next. Let me see who else there.
Hare Krishna నేను చేస్తాను bro.
Yeah, bro.
గాయత్రి చేద్దాం. कर्तस्य सर्गदिशो यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकीहाय द्रष्टुर्नदृग्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो शक्ति विविक्त साक्षिणे. न यत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधा न साधो भागवतस्तदाश्रया न यत्र यज्ञेशमखा महोत्सव सुरेशलोकापि न वै सेव्यताम्.
Very good. Hare Krishna. Want to do? Let me sing here now. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Sandhya Mataji, you want to do?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, and then Lavanya will do that. Do it.
Gayati Chedam. कर्तस्य सर्गादिशु यो न बध्यते
न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकै द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो शक्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे न यत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापगा न साधवो भागवतास्तदाश्रया न यत्र यज्ञेशमखामहोत्सवा सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै स सेव्यताम्.
Very good.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Lavanya.
Srimad Bhagavatam 5.19.12 Gayati Chedam Tattasya Sargadishu Yo न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकै द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यास्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो शक्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे न यत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापगा न साधवो भागवतस्तदाश्रया न यत्र यज्ञेशमखामहोत्सवा सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै स सेव्यताम्.
Hare Krishna, Muralidhar Prabhu, you tried, right? You want to recite? Hare Krishna. Muralidhar Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes, sir. Huh?
I'll try, Prabhu.
Huh? You want to try?
I will try.
ఏమంటారు?
I will try, Prabhuji.
అయితే
कर्तास्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिकैः द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्यै नमो सप्तविविक्तसाक्षिणे न यत्र वैकुण्ठकथा सुधापगा न साध्यवो भागवता सदाश्रया न यत्र यज्ञेशमकामहोत्सवा सुरेशलोकोऽपि न वै स सेव्यताम्.
Jai. Jai. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Sapam Prabhu, we can do maybe tomorrow. Panchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय. जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. गौर प्रेमानंदे. हरि हरि बोल. See you all tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.